On in this direction, then we'll start dispersing after that.
That's it.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, had a good
just
day.
moving on in this direction, then we'll start.
We're moving on in this direction. We're going to disperse everyone on the way there.
You don't call the shots, buddy. We do. Thanks, mate. Piss off.
Today we have demonstrated that when we come out in numbers, we cannot be stopped.
Victoria Police have officially lost control of the anti-lockdown movement here in Victoria, outnumbered by thousands here. This is the biggest crowd we've seen in Melbourne to fight these lockdowns to date. 5 lockdowns is all it took. I feel this is the beginning of the end of this tyranny.
The time has come to set us free. Set us free.
Were you guys at previous protests, all of you?
This is the first one we've been to.
First one. Why'd you come to this one and none of the others?
Had enough.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie! Aussie!
So we've just got the announcement on Telegram that the protest is going to be held on this corner, and police have brought in busloads of backup to help take down the protesters to ensure that nobody rallies here today. So we'll see how this plays out. Avi Yemeni for Rebel News in Melbourne, Australia.
Beautiful weather. Why wouldn't I be out?
You know this sort of...
Sorry. Yeah.
Victoria Police.
Yeah.
You're breaching the medical officers. Is there a reason that you're in the city right now?
I was just passing through and I just saw this, so I thought might see what's going on.
Yep, so if you can just move on, please.
Okay.
Still a good half hour before the protest starts, and police are stopping and questioning anyone in the vicinity where people dare protest for their freedom. You've been released?
Yes.
What's the deal?
A whole bunch of threats, telling me how it's not is and all that, and I guess I got a caution and a order to move on, so we'll see what happens there.
You guys are just going for a coffee.
Yeah, just a coffee.
You know that's illegal in the state of Victoria.
I don't care, we're not criminals, we're just speaking up for our rights.
Are you willing to go to jail for this?
I don't give a shit, if I have to, I will.
She scares me, bro. Let's get out of here. The group that gathered down the road have now come to the meeting point, which was announced as Flinders Street Station, and have been met by a large police presence. But unlike a number of the previous protests throughout the previous 4 lockdowns, it looks like today police are outnumbered by protesters.
This guy was supposed to fight for Australian title championship fight tonight. Instead they cancel it.
I've seen you at a number of these protests and you keep coming with your symbols of hate.
Oh, this is not a hate symbol. This is the Australian flag. This is a symbol of freedom.
You don't watch ABC, do you?
No, I don't watch ABC. That's it's not my favourite show. Definitely don't watch that one.
Obviously you don't, because otherwise you would know that that's a hate symbol. You see police behind us are now getting into formation to deploy that controversial tactic called kettling, where they box everyone in and pick them off one by one. I imagine if recent history is anything to go by, that is what we're about to see here again in the streets of Melbourne on a day where there have been 12 recorded cases of coronavirus. But it's Delta.
We need them to stand with the people, do their job and stop taking orders from a corrupt government.
Police are outnumbered. They tried to box them in. They tried to deploy that controversial tactic called kettling, but the crowd was just overwhelming. They're charging. They've broken the police line. The energy is electric. This day has turned out very different than any lockdown protest in the previous 4 lockdowns.
My father has had 4 psychotic breakdowns in a nursing home because he can't see me and he's got dementia. 4 in 12 months.
Are you sleeping at night, you people? You're sleeping at night?
Thank you.
You are fake news, guys.
The crowd here is turning on the mainstream media behind us. I guess after a year and a half of reporting the way they have and vilifying the thousands that have come here today, I guess it's understandable where the crowd is a little bit frustrated with the mainstream media.
I subscribe to Rebel News.
Oh, I thought that was my OnlyFans channel.
No, this guy's amazing. I just love him. God help and God thank Rebel News.
This is the corner where we filmed our last video, a report showing you how the city is absolutely dead. Business is being crumbled. Shops are shut and for lease, but look at it today, nice and sunny. And we got the city is packed full of Melburnians standing for freedom.
Love it. I love it. I love the turnout.
Love our city, mate.
That's it. Got to keep doing what we've got to do for our kids.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
How many kids do you have?
Just one.
Just
4-year-old.
Have you learned your lesson?
This is an amazing turnout. Like, Melbourne's really showed up for this. I think people were really stuck in their fear until very recently. There's been a few final kicks over the line where people are just not okay with small businesses shutting and mandatory vaccine discussions. And, you know, we're all here for our kids. I'm here with all my mom friends.
This is the only lockdown protest we've seen in Melbourne where police have been forced to stand down and watch. Everything about you is criminal besides that jacket.
I reckon there's 10 or 15,000.
There's
10 or 15,000 here for sure.
Well, you've certainly got the visual advantage, so we'll have to take your word for it, bro.
Thank you.
What's your message to people around Melbourne who support what you're doing here today, but were too scared because of the police threats?
You can't let fear overrun your life.
Don't let fucking Uncle Dan or all these make you scared, whatever.
Your couches.
We love you.
Stop
We
being
love you.
pussies.
Don't be scared.
Time to be a pussy.
This is the real news.
Freedom over fear and love. Love is the opposite to fear. So
I love you, but I'm also a bit scared of you.
They've been afraid before. Now, when they see the numbers, they will come out. I believe from now on, this government has no hope.
Look at that. That was the original one we put out. Look what I got here today, eh?
Got the new one, got the new version. Hell yeah, ape to sheep. There you go.
Rebelsaw.com.au. Get some of this. Good on you, mate. Well done.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Is your bike this long to create social distancing?
Absolutely not.
We caught that on camera, that I literally saw Delta jump from there to Wuhan.
I can see so many people smiling, hugging. It's unbelievable.
Criminals.
That's the best. This is actually the best day for last 18 months. I love it.
Make it safe and block the intersections, that's all.
Are you happy with the protesters today?
He's my liaison.
Very good.
They've given up, they've stood down, and they are literally blocking the street to let the crowds through. This is unprecedented in Melbourne since the beginning of the coronavirus.
I think they have realised this today. When we stand together, we're more powerful than they could possibly imagine.
So as you can see, I'm listening to Ezra, and I am not going to any public event these days without my security. Even though most of the people here may support my work, there are some that don't. But I cannot afford to cover his costs without your help, so please support Avi.com, give what you can to ensure oh mate has my back. What's happening? What's going on?
We're here to help with security.
Mate, security, can you protect me from these ladies? But it's only a 5-day lockdown. What's your problem?
5-day lockdown.
Why are you laughing, lad?
Oh, we all know it's not 5 days, brother.
Victoria Police are not blocking the road and supporting the protesters by choice. They're doing it because they lost. Too many people came out today to stand for freedom.
Legend.
But listen, mate, I've seen you trying to Crocodile Dundee the thing here a minute ago. How'd that go?
It was a bit wobbly, mate, a bit wobbly. These boys over here in blue, you know, they're always the patsies of every totalitarian dictatorship ever. And the sooner they all get on board with us, it's game over, mate.
Well, at the minute, this little bit of Victoria, we're free. This is freedom.
We're just trying to have fun and enjoy ourselves, I guess.
Fun in Victoria?
Yeah, I know.
Shame on you. You can go to jail for that.
Well, fucking potentially. Don't tell anybody.
If you enjoyed this report, make sure to share it far and wide, because it certainly wasn't the story the mainstream media told. And if you want to ensure that you can continue to receive our stories, even if they try to cancel us, sign up to the Yemeni Report, yemenireport.com, so I can send you these reports directly. Sign up now, yemenireport.com.